Hi, I'm Matt Moen, Product Manager for our hydraulic excavators 50 ton and smaller here at Komatsu for North America. Today we're here at CONEXPO 2026. Wanted to talk about our newest global introduction here at the show, the PC158USLCi-12. Carrying on from our PC258USLC-12 we brought to market back in September of last year, and showcasing a lot of the same content, but bringing it into a tight tail design for the first time as a -12 machine. There's a lot we had to be excited about with this machine. Similar to the PC220, we bought a brand new cab upgrade to this machine. Not quite as large as the 20-ton machine, but certainly bringing a lot more legroom and space to this machine, like our operators have been asking us for, as well as a lot of base technology that we have from the 220 carrying over to this machine. A number of the other changes we made in that cab are a high-end multi-function seat, bringing a premium operating experience to the person sitting in there, as well as a number of other things like touch panel monitors that allow easy function changes and enablement for a lot of the new content that we brought on here. We also have a new EH control system on this machine, electric over hydraulic. What that has allowed us to do is bring a lot of setting adjustments that you can make. Those joysticks, we've spent a lot of time making sure we tune to feel as close to our -11 joysticks as we could, because our customers have told us they love the smoothness and the response on those, and we feel like out of the box we've tuned them as well as we can. But taking it a step further through those new touch panel screens, you can actually adjust the response speed for any function individually. Name it arm in or out, bucket curl or dump, boom up or down, as well as swing, to make sure you dial this machine in to feel exactly as you're hoping along the way. Sorry about that. It's a busy show we've got going on here. Along with that, at the end of the day, being able to enable features and functions is critical on this machine. Those touch panel monitors are a big part of it, but that EH system also allows you to map and program those joystick functions to the ones that you use the most. One button you can set to be your breaker operation. With a couple taps of that screen, you can turn it into answering your phone calls on your Bluetooth. Also, we brought a really new function to both our base machine and our intelligent machine version, which is travel by joystick. But unlike some of the other systems that are on the marketplace today, it's actually using your thumb rollers to activate that travel. Your left one can turn your machine left or right. Your right one's going to be straight travel forward and back. The beauty of our system is you can have all the same functions that you're used to still operating, and now your thumbs are just controlling that travel and turn, unlike we have today with just the foot pedal controls, helping bring a little bit more efficiency to that operator. There's a lot to talk about inside the cab, but we also want to make sure we talk about some other things we have on this machine, namely safety related. So you'll see some of the black boxes here on this machine, like we have on our 220-12, and those are our radar sensors. Up top here we have our cameras, introducing our ComVision 360 system. So that's going to give you an all-time 360-degree view of your machine, as well as giving you an indication of human or human and object detection. What that's going to do for you is on that screen, as people or objects move near or around your machine, it's going to ping colored dots on there and follow them around your machine, giving you an insight up to what's going on around you, even on your blind side, for example, where you have a hard time seeing on an excavator. Komatsu has also taken it a step further. We've introduced auto stop functionality on this machine. When you choose to activate it, that means if someone walks into your swing range on this machine, it will automatically stop your hydraulic functions, your travel functions, and your swing functions until you can make sure that all is clear or the situation's resolved. A single joystick button push allows you to resume your functionality. I like to say the machine's watching your back while you're doing your work in the front. That's not all we've done with technology. Every base machine, similar to the PC220, is going to bring 2D MC and 2D boundary control as standard. And we've taken another step further with our IMC. The first time we have intelligent machine control factory installed on a tight tail machine here at Komatsu. We're really excited, based on the customer demand we've been hearing, to have this solution brought into this tight tail product with the 158. But to talk a little bit more about what Intelligent Machine 3.0 is all about, it's taking that same IMC 2.0 and IMC 1.0 systems related to 3D systems, and it's bringing that along with packaging some new technologies and innovations in the marketplace. For example, we're bringing automation to the excavator product line with auto swing. What that allows you to do through the 10-inch ICT monitor is you set your trench point, your dump point, and any obstruction, be it a sideboard of a truck, maybe a fence line, and with 2 button pushes, one to initiate and one to activate, your machine without any joystick input is going to swing, dump, and swing back to trench without your operator having to touch the controls at all. When we think about how frequently an excavator swing is going on, it's very frequently, every 10 to 12 seconds. If we can use this system to help reduce that strain on that operator after a long, hard day's work, we hope that they feel a little bit different taking advantage of that. That system's also given us the opportunity to introduce some new technologies, namely swing to line and travel along line, which we just sent out to the PC220 machines as an over-the-air update to software, as well as what we plan to have on these machines at introduction later this year on the 158. What that's going to do is, as you select the trench line you're working off of, you can check the box that's going to allow you to activate those functions. What swing to line is going to do is, as you return from dumping your material, when you swing back to trench, you can do it at high speed, and this machine is going to stop you center line to your trench every single time, preventing you from over swinging past and having to counter swing back. Little bits of efficiency can truly add up over the course of a day. Travel along line in a similar fashion is going to lock your machine into that trench line according to your plan, and no matter if you try to twist that machine 90 degrees to the side, it's only going to allow you to travel straight back along that set path. That's actually going to help us very much as we move throughout the day along our trench, making sure that we keep straight, not having to correct some of those turns that happen as you try to move those levers. And we certainly recommend using that joystick travel function to help you along with that. At the end of the day, little things can build up to bigger things. Another thing we're very proud of on this machine is 3D boundary control in IMC 3.0. Many people are familiar with 2D boundary that exists today, where it's going to be based off your track position of your machine. But oftentimes, as soon as you move that machine, you've got to go back in that system and reset it. With 3D boundary on IMC 3.0, you can set your restrictions all across your job site according to your site plan that you load into the machine. And what that's going to do is, whether that's a restriction for travel, a wall, a depth, or even a height maybe for power lines or something along that, it's going to remember where you are using the GPS, and a month from now when you go across the other side of your site, it's going to remember that restriction and it's going to not let you cross that line. Another beautiful thing about 3D boundary is it can elevate compensation. So that means if you have a 12-foot restriction for power lines and you move up on a bench, 2D systems today don't understand that you've changed your position. They'll still allow you to go to 12 foot. With 3D boundary, it's going to take that 2 foot off and only allow you to raise your boom 10 feet to make sure you stay within that restriction you originally set at a separate ground level. Trying to bring some of these enhancements to the machine that continue to work while you're focused on the work that you have at hand, working behind the scenes as much as possible. We are excited about the Dash 12 machines we have to show off, and many of the more that we'll have to come. For more information on our Dash 12 products like the 158, reach out to your local distributor or check out Komatsu.com.